Hello everybody and welcome. As we like to do every week, we like to take a look at the past week's market activity and then bounce around the market and look for something to trade. Well, if you've been watching the market at all over the last few weeks, you can see it's been a pretty wild ride. I mean, even though this doesn't look very much on the graph, these are big moves down and up if you've been watching the market. So it's been a kind of a crazy run. So in the last few days, it kind of bounced back up. You can see it took a fall, then it bounced back up. So in this case, who knows what's going on in the market? And they all look roughly the same, right? This is the S&P 500. This is the NASDAQ. You can see the graphs are all fairly similar. Big thing here is obviously volatility is still extremely high, as you can see, 72. The Russell over here, right? Similar kind of look, high volatility, 59. So anyways, the market we can see is pretty volatile, in a bit of a range, but wild moves up and down on a daily basis. So what are we looking to trade today? Well, let's go over to something called FCX. And what this is, even though it's not technically an ETF, it's kind of a lump sum kind of stock, which is metals. So it takes care of a lot of metals, not just gold, but silver. I think a few other ones in there like copper and things like that. So the important thing to us is not really what it is all the time, it's what it's doing. And you can see the last couple months it's taken a huge dive. And right now, the volatility is extremely high. You can see it's as high as it's been over the last year roughly. So what we're going to do here is just make a small bet that in the next month this thing will bounce. That it'll essentially stay here or start to go up. Now normally over here you can see earnings. We wouldn't trade this right where it is right now, but this is such a small trade and this is really just purely direction that I'm not going to worry about earnings on this particular trade. Like I said, it's a small trade, volatility extremely high because it's been tanking. The earnings are not really going to make a difference to us either way. Either this thing's going to continue down and get worse, or it's going to make a bounce. So usually I would make this a big deal and I would avoid this trade. Again, in this case, it's such a small trade and it's purely kind of a direction trade that I'm not so concerned about this. It's either going to tank or it's going to go up from here. No big deal. So how do we make this trade? So let's go to the trade page, and I'm going to be using this expiration cycle here because my assumption on this one is this is really a small trade. We're just looking to see it go up in the next month from here. It might still go down a bit, but in the next month we're hoping it's going to bounce. And it's also way more liquid than these. So we're going to stick with the 33-day scenario, and when we're creating, what we're going to do here is just do a short put vertical because volatility is so high. We're going to assume that the price is going to stay here or bounce up from here over the next month. So all we do is we go to the strike just below the stock price, which is the 25. We sell a vertical. So it's a $1 wide vertical. We're selling the 25, buying the 24. And as long as we collect 33 cents or more on this trade, this is a good trade. So right now, it fits the profile. 33 cents, we're going to collect, and it's a $1 trade. So what are we going to do tomorrow morning? Well, wherever the stock opens, doesn't matter to us, we're going to go directly below it. So again, right here, 25.82. If it drops $1 to 24.82, we'd start at the 24. We always want to sell the put below the stock price. We never sell a put above the stock price. And we just create a $1 wide vertical from there. And as long as we're collecting 33 cents or more, that will be our trade for tomorrow morning. Hello everybody, Cal here with what I believe is an exciting opportunity. But just before we get started, I want to make sure you're aware that I do have quite a few courses up on Udemy. All the ones that are available are listed here. And some people don't know that these first three here are an actual three-part series. So number one in the series would be understand options, number two would be basic option strategies, and number three would be make and manage profitable trades. Again, if you're taking one, now you know that it's a three-part series. You might want to take part 2 and 3, or if you're in 2, take 3, etc. And then I have a couple extra courses there as well. But the purpose of this video is because I want to get you up and trading as quickly and confidently as possible. And the best way I've come up with to do that is to create a trade alert so you can watch me trade in real time. You can trade alongside with me. You can watch me trade. I send out 2 to 3 real-time trade alerts per week, and you can sign up for this by going to sharpertrades.com, clicking on the products button, and you'll see these 2 alerts pop up, Basic and Pro. They're both the same alert. The only difference between the two is Pro will give you access to all the courses I've created. But I want you to do this with as little risk as possible. So if you go to the Sharper Trades page and you type in this code basic1 YTB, you will get the first month of the basic alert for only $1. So I can't really do it any cheaper than that, but I want you to have access to it so you can see if it's something you want to do and learn from. Again, you can cancel at any time. So in the first month it's only $1. If you continue after that, it'll go up to $49 a month moving forward. But the first month is about as risk-free as you can get. It's only $1. And also, if you sign up for the Pro at the same time, you'll get a discount on that one for the first month as well before it kicks into the $99 a month. So, love to see you there. Love to get you up and trading as quickly and easily as possible. Take care.